Cloud9 Emporium here in Bristol, Tennessee was one of the stores that police were targeting for allegedly selling synthetic drugs. But taking a look inside the store today, there's nothing even on the shelves. Sturgill tells me they have made a couple of changes to his window display, including removing a couple of the pill bottles and wine bottles. One of the suspects in the surveillance video was carrying a heavy-duty bolt cutter, and Peterson believes his intention was to cut this steel cable that usually locks these guns in place. However, when the suspects got inside, they learned that the guns weren't on the wall. The new facility will let the company make door handles just like this one and color them, because currently they are manufactured in Milwaukee and painted in Detroit. I pulled all the overdose reports for this year in Sullivan County, possibly related to synthetic drugs. In 2012, there have already been 7 reported cases. That's a big increase from last year. In November and December, there was only 1 case each month. Children born with trisomy 18 have physical characteristics. Just like Jalissa, they have clenched hands, and they also have rocker bottom feet. And although Jalissa is a fighter, her biggest battle is actually inside of her body. According to the National Weather Service, 200 mobile homes in this area were completely demolished, as well as 15 houses. Another 193 houses and other structures were damaged in the area, along with 6 businesses. An estimated total loss of $20 million. It wasn't until the next morning that Wills noticed that the thieves had cut through his barbed wire fence, and that's how the rest of the cattle got out. Driving through downtown Springdale today, you might have noticed something a little bit different, and they're here with a message. For many of the people here, this is the closest they'll get to a presidential candidate, which is good because Congressman Griffith says only about 67% of voters in the 9th Congressional District cast a ballot in the last presidential election. In the first few days of the campaign, the number on the electronic signage went from 288 to 305, and I'm told that number is expected to climb as the temperatures do. Being a Christmas Grinch and stealing baby Jesus from the nativity set could cost you up to $1,000 in fines and jail time. When police got called back out to this house at 4 o'clock that night, they say they could hear the music from 2 houses away. So they went to Jones's door to explain to her the noise ordinance. And that's when McFarland came out to his truck and grabbed his gear and the garden hose and headed back inside the house to fight the fire himself until the Orbank Volunteer Fire Department got on scene. Residents tell me some of the biggest problems they're still facing a month later includes huge rock piles like this one that weren't here before the flood, and also trees and debris in the creek that legally they can't move.